You're listening to GMMmusic.com.
Hello, my name's Roy Wilson, and a lot of people know me as Daddy Roy. Tonight's stand-up comic.
What kind of style of comedy would you say you do?
Basically, it's pulled from life experiences. I think that's the best comedy, really, life experiences. And you can add a few bits and pieces to it, to make it work, Yeah.
So, when you're preparing for a show like this, what do you prepare yourself?
Well, what I do is I try to think about the crowd that's going to be here, and what I think they would find funny. And most people, like tonight's topic was about shopping in Green Street, which most of us had to go and do. You had no choice, did you, really? So if you can find the funny bits in there. At the time when it was happening, you didn't find it funny, but when you look back in reflection, you can see, the funny bits in it,
Would you say this was an easy crowd to work with today, or?
Kind of, they were quite easy, because a lot of the people here could identify with what I was talking about, and that's why I started talking to the youngsters, mainly because I know a lot of youngsters nowadays, they don't have to go shopping, do they? Because they have home shopping service, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, all delivered to your door, or internet. So for them to go shopping in Tesco's in Green Street of all places is far away from them.
So if I wanted to get into comedy right now, what would I do to prepare myself?
Well, the first thing I did, because...
Would I have to be funny?
Yes. Yeah.
That would help, I suppose.
The thing is, I think there's a few kinds of comedians. There's a comedian that thinks he's funny, but no one else thinks he's funny. And there's a comedian that thinks he's just normal, but everybody thinks he's funny. And that's the kind of comedian hopefully you want to be. Even though people used to tell me that I was funny, I was just funny around my family and close friends. But then my wife, Sandra, persuaded me to take a course, which to me was good because I learned how to write down my material. Then once you use the material, if it doesn't work, you can adjust it. But if you haven't written it down, you can't remember exactly what you said. So that helps me. So I've got all my pace notes here, and just to refresh my memory, and I go over it and over it in my mind. So what I do is I write all my material down. And then anything that I find funny, I write it down. I can go back later date, read through it, and then build some more material around it.
Do you improvise when you're...
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do. But I've had a colourful background growing up, so I can always pull from stuff from my mum, my dad, my uncles, my aunties, and things like that. Go onto the website, GMMmusic.com, for all your music needs. And I'd like to big up Seduction Radio, every Sunday night from 8 till 10, Daddy Roy playing the best in smooth soul grooves, smooth jazz, blues, reggae, and whatever you want. Alright? Thank you.
Are you on Twitter or anything?
Not yet, but I'm sure my son's looking about that, because I'm too old to look into Twitter. He does all of that for me.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
You're listening to GMMmusic.com.